Good morning. It is Tuesday morning and I'm about to go and get my nails done, which they badly need because they're lifting. But I thought I would start off by putting some makeup on. Oops, that didn't go very well. These are too tight, these bands. I don't like them. So, it's been a while since I wore any makeup and yeah, it's been a while since I wore any makeup, so yeah. The reason for that being that my eyes just reacted so badly. This one is still quite dry, but I'm only going to use products that I know my face doesn't react to. So I'm not going to use my cream contour palette because my eyes are reacting and I think it's this that's doing it. So I may use it for contouring, but I'm not going to use it on my eyelids like I have been doing. Or I may just go back to my Fenty Beauty contour. Right, so I sprayed like a moisture serum. I've already today used my hyaluronic acid. Is that how you pronounce it? How do you pronounce it? Hyaluronic serum upstairs, followed by my usual moisturiser, and then just that moisturising serum just to help reactivate all the moisture. You can never have too much moisture, not on your skin, you know, in my book, especially not when you suffer from a skin condition like I do. For those of you who don't know, I suffer from psoriasis, and it's quite calm at the moment, but I've had some kind of reaction to my makeup. And that palette I just showed you, I've only recently started using that. It's still quite new to me, and I was using it to lighten the area on my eyes, and my psoriasis went bananas and started attacking my eyes, and I think it's because of that palette. I thought it might be because of an eyeshadow palette, but then I used that stuff with an old eyeshadow palette the other day and they reacted again. So yeah, I think it's that, not my eyeshadow. So anyway, right, yeah. My vitamin C eye serum. So I'm doing lots of moisturising on the skin on my eyes. The trouble is with psoriasis, for me, this is my personal experience, not anybody else, after you've had an attack, skin is never quite the same again, and it always tastes it always feels slightly rough. Even after the psoriasis stops attacking it, even if it goes away, the skin is never 100% the same. My left lower leg is like that. Because when I was younger, psoriasis basically covered my left leg from knee to ankle. Right leg not so bad, but my left leg was awful. I should probably sharpen my pencil. Why is it you can always do one perfectly and the other one not quite so perfectly? Well, I say perfectly, as in one you're happier with. I really plucked away at my eyebrows yesterday because this one was so much thicker. So I tried to do it so that they match up a little bit more last night. So yeah, I'm really not happy with that. I think I need to pluck it a little bit there because it's still a little bit heavy. It's a bit thick there, whereas it's not on the other side. So let's just quickly do something about that. You'd think the psoriasis would go nuts at me plucking my eyebrows, wouldn't you? But it doesn't seem to. Or it hasn't yet, anyway, she says, touch wood. So I can't remember if I told you this. I got a shitty letter from the school last term. Daryl's missed too much school. We want you to come in and have a talk with the family liaison officer. I actually got the letter 2 days after the appointment, which was a bit dumb because our postal service was on strike for most of December. So I emailed them and I said, I'm slightly baffled as to why you wrote to me instead of like emailing me when you know there's a strike on. You know, you could have done this, this or this, or you could have like, you know, you could have said, I don't remember the letter. And I got a letter back saying, oh yeah, we will communicate with you via email from now on, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, lovely, thank you very much. And the meeting's been moved to December anyway, January anyway. So I was like, okay, you know, whatever. And yeah, I've got the new appointment through. It's on the 23rd. As I said in the letter that I sent, the email that I sent them, I can't wait to meet up with somebody who can tell me how to stop my child getting every illness going. Because they seem to think I keep him home for my own enjoyment. Well, certainly his enjoyment, you know. He loves being at home with me. The feeling is not always mutual. And yes, you are allowed to say things like that about your children. I don't know whether I prefer using an angled brush or a flat brush, to be honest. First time I've tried it with an angled. Totally butchered that. That side looks awful. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm still going to use concealer. I'm going to use my old concealer. And what I'm doing now is just blending this so that when I put my eyeshadow on, it's on a lighter base rather than on skin that is discoloured. Apparently you're supposed to let that sit for a little bit. Yeah, psoriasis tends to, like, on me, this is all my personal experience, tends to scar the skin. So, you know, you're sort of, it changes the feeling and the colour of your skin. It's quite horrible, really. I'm going to try this. I changed to the contour palette because I thought it might not look quite so cakey underneath my eyes, and it doesn't, but obviously I can't put up with it making my eyes sore. I'm going to let that sit for a minute, and I'm going to highlight other areas of my face. I normally use a beauty blender to do this. I also haven't put my colour corrector on, I just realised I will. Does anybody else find this absolutely makes your hand ache, doing constant patting? Now you can see where it's gathered in my eyes. I need to find a formula that's not as drying as this. You know, this looks so dry when it's on dry skin. I'm going to try without using any colour corrector today, as my palette goes. So I'm going to go straight into my foundation. Just for a difference. Yeah, I actually, as a concealer, I don't like this anymore. The other one went on much nicer than this. it's too chalky. And now I just dab it all in with the beauty blender. I find it just softens the look of the foundation. Otherwise it just looks and feels a bit caked. Really? Fun! I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty contour stick. It's very light, this stick. I think it's the wrong shade for me. Just using a buffing brush. That works. I'm going to use my pressed setting powder to set my eye area. I'll just dab that on. Like so. Because one person I watched said set before you bake, whereas I was just going straight to baking, so you know. So now I'm going to use my loose powder. I should never used like a puff to set your makeup. Oh, you should. It feels amazing. And I basically use my little puff to set wherever the highlighter went, or the concealer went. So just in the the major creases. Didn't contour my nose. I forgot it. How people do this straight, I will never know. And don't just like draw two lines and leave it at that. Actually blend it. Is it my imagination, or do these stick to each other? I was watching, well, she was doing a makeup haul, I can't remember what her name is. I was watching her anyway, and she had like several, and I swear they stuck together. When she put them together, they all seemed to like stick to each other. Right, I'm now using a big fluffy no-name brush that I got in B&M and my pressed powder. And now I'm just going to swipe that everywhere. This is an invisible setting powder. And this will just... I don't like the shiny look, okay? Never have. Oh, I wish my eyes didn't look quite so fucking creepy. Right. You should have a little bit of bronzer just to warm that up a bit with my Zoeva powder brush. I love this for putting on bronzer. You do a swirl and a tap. And then basically everywhere my contour went. So, I need a pulling thread. Oh, I need to follow so. Tea, a trickle jam of bread. And I'll bring you back to so. I am going to use my Revolution palette today. Ouch, that just closed on my thumb. Do a dear, if you know, shut up, son. I'm going to meet my daughter and my youngest grandson later. Oh, I love having grandchildren. It's fucking great. I'm going to use Attract to just act as my base. I'm going to go for a darker base today. Oh, that's a pretty colour. It's like fudge. Or mushroom. That's what colour this reminds me of. I'm thinking of paint. Like house paint, not artistic paint. I'm sure I've painted a wall in this colour and it was called mushroom. Oh god, it feels nice to have makeup back on. Like that. You could just have that as one colour, couldn't you? I think I might go feeling bright today. Yes, I'm going to use my crease definer. And I'm going to use Sweethearts because I freaking love this colour. And just... And don't forget, when you are doing your makeup, especially if you're hooded eyes, to every now and then stop, because you tend to tip your head back and lift your eyes. Stop and look straight ahead and see if you can see the colour you are currently using without tipping your head back. It's the hardest thing in the world. I'm not saying don't ever raise your eyes if you're a hoodie like me. Hoodie with a nice bow. But you know, if you want the makeup where you can see it, you've got to take that into account. This is a really nice brush. Why have I not used this loads before? And I'm going to pick up a bit of... No, I'm not. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that Sweetheart, just on the top. And then go across the lash line. Now I'm going to use a little bit of Nymph, just in the corner there, just to darken it up, because I did a smoky eye last week that was really dark in the corner and it looked amazing. I was like, oh, totally in love with myself after that. Really like this brush for applying eyeshadow. You see how it's sort of like in the corners. Right, now I'm going to use Crave, I think. That's quite dark. I thought it was going to be lighter than that. That's a lot darker than I was expecting. I was expecting that to be a lot lighter than that. Yeah, that's really dark. I was honestly expecting a lot lighter. It doesn't want to come off my fingers either. I was honestly expecting a lot lighter than that. I can't help but think that matches the Nymph below it, which is matte. It's not that shiny either. Oh my god, it is on my fingers. So, let me just have a little bit of micellar water. Just to help get it off. I think I'm gonna go over and add some Lovesick to that, which is a bit like redder. Yeah, I think I like that more. I'm having real trouble with shimmers lately, in that I'm picking them up okay, but I'm having trouble getting them to go onto my eyes. You know, and sticking on my fingers. They don't ever seem to want to pick up the brush. Now, I've still got this brush sitting here with Nymph on it, so I'm just going to blend it into those shimmers. Now I'm going to pick up a little bit of Suave, which is slightly brownier. And then to lighten it all and help blend it out, always use a lighter shade to help blend out so that it doesn't, otherwise you're just packing more and more makeup on. There you go. It just helps soften the edges slightly. I've said it before and I'll say it again, all makeup is blending. You know? Not what I was intending, but you know, we're getting there. My eyes look so lined and crepey at the moment. Bloody psoriasis. That's fine, that's fine. Right, what I'm going to do now is put the palette away. You have to know when to stop, that's the trouble with eyeshadow. You could keep going for hours. Ooh. Okay, just going to grab my pencil and touch up. And because I've got it, I'm still going to keep using my brown mascara. But I do wipe a lot of it off onto the thing. This just helps define the hairs more than anything. Oh, that was a bit dark. I don't like the, I apologise if anybody has this, I don't like the hairy caterpillar look, you know, where people brush them straight up and leave them like that. I'm like, girl, what the fuck? I didn't actually want to do that just yet. It's me jumping ahead. I want some... Why the fuck? Oh, guys. I didn't want to do the cream shit yet. Why does my nose run whenever I'm doing my makeup? I hate it. I don't know that I'm in love with this brush for blusher, you know. Does anybody else have this issue? I know Becca said you do. The minute I get makeup on, my nose starts running. Oh dear, I don't have a tissue. So I'm using cotton pads. Trouble is, it then wipes away all the fucking powder and shit. Trying to get it so my nose doesn't look like it's freshly running. My setting brush, I really need to buy more. This is my Zoeva highlight brush. And the trick is with your highlight is to bring it down onto your blush ever so slightly. Don't just do like a line above it. Or, you know, Adamant will call and demand his white stripes back. Now, I'm also going to grab that brush. This is a Royal & Langnickel Smoky Eye Brush, but it's got like a little point on it. Oh no, that's not the one I want, sorry. It's the Detail Smoky Blender by Zoeva number 230, and it's like a pointy end to it. And I'm going to swirl in my highlighter and then lighten up the inside of my eyes slightly. Now if you're wondering why I do so much lightening, it's because my glasses are slightly tinted. So I took the colour up more on the other side. Oh well. Yeah, my glasses are tinted, so I like to lighten the area as much as possible. Okay, so we've done all of that. Now we get the setting spray. And because I've already done my eyes, this is a great way to help set your makeup. To actually press the setting spray into your makeup. You can see where my eyes are sore on the inside. The makeup's really picked it up. So yeah, I'm going to go and get my nails done in a minute, and then I'm meeting my daughter and my grandson in a minute. Well, after that, I'm going to grab some lunch actually. If you're doing your lashes right, so for example on this one, if you turn the brush towards your eyes, like that, yeah, it gets the mascara right down to the roots, which then gives your lashes even more length. Yeah? I find it harder to do on the bottom ones. Your lashes look really nice and long. It's amazing, you know, but mascara just like finishes it off perfectly. I definitely need to sharpen my eyebrow pencil because I'm really not happy with that. I might also need to start setting my eyebrow hairs ever slightly, because on this side, this area here wants to point downwards, and I think that's what half the problem is. Part of me is thinking I might go for brown. Like, no. I'm going to do my usual. I'm hungry. I've consistently got my makeup routine down to under an hour, so that's good. It feels really bitty at the moment, that one. Okay, what I'm doing is sort of smudging in the lip pencil to give it like a ombre sort of type look, and then I'm going to take my colour, and first I'm going to do it on the bits where the lipstick isn't, so the cat's bum, if you like. That's what I call that. That's your cat's bum look. And then I'll spread it up into the lip liner. It gives you that look. I love it. Love the look. Okay, I think that's everything. She says. Oh. Clean off the jewellery. Sniff frantically. So we're at 9:45. Doing well. Doing well. Like the look. There you go. Drop the hair. Release. There you go. What do you think? Oh yes, that would do a good thumbnail. Oh dear. I wonder if I could take photos of this while it's recording video. Let's try. If it cuts me off, I'll yeah. Well, I'll do all the goodbye bits now then. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. My nose is still running. I'll see you next time. Take care. Comments, questions, suggestions, feedback, all go down below. Every comment gets a like, a love, or a written response. Not necessarily from me, but you know. Yeah, join me next time. Take it easy, guys. It came up and said capture, so I assume it worked. I'll let you know. Take it easy.